Hello, everyone. How are you? For those of you who are new, my name is Yolanda Churchwell. I am the fractional COO and system solutionist. I am also CEO of the Business Assistance Group, a done for you agency, where we help all of our clients create back end solutions so that they can grow exponentially and scale. So I wanted to say welcome to my first ever. Um, well, this is supposed to be audio, but guess what? You get the bonus as video today. So this is going to be the first of many in a series, and I'm so excited to be here with you all. Just talking about some things that are incredibly important for every CEO. And I don't have my phone, so I can't see what you guys are saying. Um, Okay, so I'm gonna keep on going. Anyway, so I want to talk to you about something today that is very, very important for every CEO, and that's how to streamline your back end operations to drive exponential growth. And as a fractional COO and as a system solutionist, I've had the privilege of helping many CEOs to be able to look at their businesses, figure out what it is they do, how they do it, and who they do it for, so that they can identify their highest income streams, create a way to do everything else easier and better, because they should only be focusing on those highest revenue generating tasks. Create a way to do everything else easier and better, and then shift from working in and for their business to running their business. That is how you go from being a chief everything officer to being a visionary CEO. And if you've ever stood at the top of a mountain and looked down, even if you've only looked at a picture of a mountain, you look down and you literally see rivers of opportunity and streams of income. But those are only open to CEOs who aren't busy putting out the fires, who aren't busy running around doing all of the things, being busy for the sake of being busy. Those are for the CEOs who have stepped into a visionary role, who are being very strategic about where they're going in their business, and who are focused on those tasks and making way for others to come in and help them to do the things that they should not be focused on. They are overseeing those tasks, they are not doing those tasks. So, if you want to be one of those CEOs, or you've recently shifted and you believe you are a visionary CEO, this is the place to be. Because today we're going to go over the 5 key processes that you need to be able to enhance your client's journey. At the end of the day, all of us do what we do for one reason. We do it to help our clients. And if you're like me, you don't want to just be blessed, you want to be a blessing. So I want to be a blessing to my clients. So I want to make sure that their experience with me, from when they first find out about me to when they walk out the door, leaves them singing my praises and happy with the service that they received. So today, we're going to take just a few minutes and we're going to go over what those 5 processes are so that you too can start to make changes. You can start to make upgrades so that you can enhance your client's journey and you too can drive business growth. Does that sound like a plan? All right. So I'm going to jump right in. And if you know me, I always start on time. And if you know me, you know that it might say one thing, but I talk a little fast. I'm trying to slow down. And you'll also know that I'm going to be about my business and we're going to get things done. So if you have any questions, please drop them in the chat and know that I will get back to you because I clearly did not bring my phone into my recording studio today. All right. So let's jump right in. And my lighting is doing something. Okay, there we go. Let's jump right in. So, as CEOs, especially when you start a business, you often wear multiple hats. When you're a solopreneur, you're basically doing all of the things. You will know when it's time for you to start to make the shift because you're going to feel like you're in a tug of war. You feel like you are torn between what it is that you do for your clients and all of the things on the back end, the business of doing business, all of the things that we're not 100% clear about or even have knowledge of when we start a business. So once you feel that tug of war, that's when it's time for you to make some shifts. I like to say that that's growing. Those are growing pains. And growth requires new solutions. Let me put it like this. When we were younger, I don't know about y'all, but my mom, I'm going to speak for myself. My mom used to buy us new winter coats. And she would buy us coats, and the coats would be a little bit too big. And my mom was a real stickler, being a teacher. This is how I learned about processes, y'all. just from being around my mom, she would safety pin or put a string on our gloves and run it through the sleeves. So when you put your coat on, your hands went right into your gloves or your mittens, and you never lost them because they were right there on your coat. But what I noticed is when you first started out, you had plenty of room. The coat was kind of big. It was awkward a little bit to move. But by spring, you'd had a growth spurt. And what happened is there was a little more space between your coat and your glove. What happened is the tightness, there used to be freedom to move, but now there's a tightness because that coat has gotten a little bit too small. That's what happens as a CEO. You have grown to the point that you need a new coat. That's all it is. And so I'm going to help you to determine in this session and in other sessions, determine what it is you need to do to be able to make those shifts so that you can step into that visionary role and your business can continue to grow. Okay? So let's talk about the 5 processes because you do know that there are 5 decisions. 5 decisions that everybody makes when they get ready to work with you. So if you're having a live event or if you're having a virtual event, the 5 decisions are: 1, are they going to register? Are they coming? 2, after they register, are they going to show up? 3, are they going to take action? Are they going to actually buy? 4, are they going to stay committed and work with you to do what needs to be done? And then 5, are they going to walk away happy and able to tell people what you've done for them? So in order to make sure that you get a yes to all 5 of those decisions, it's important that you enhance your client's journey because this market has become saturated. And there's a lot of people that do everything that each one of us do. I'm not the only fractional COO out there. I'm not the only one who runs a Done For You agency. But what I bring to the table as Yolanda Churchwell, who I am, my natural talents and abilities, that's something that no one can duplicate. So you have to find out how to shine a light on those and to create the processes that are going to make your client's journey so valuable to them that you will bring in more clients. Now, don't be distracted when I look down. I have a tendency to tell a story now or then, so I keep me a couple notes to just keep me on task. So if I look down, it's because I'm staying on task. Okay? All right. So the first process is lead generation. You have to, and I have a proprietary methodology called ACE. You need to attract your ideal client by the thousands. You need to cultivate the know, like, and trust relationship. And you need to be able to enroll more clients consistently. Okay, that's attract, cultivate, and enroll. That's the ACE methodology. But in order to do that, you have to make sure that you have a process in place so that that will run smoothly. You don't just wake up in the morning and say, oh, I want to attract some people. You need to make sure that you understand who is your ideal client. What is it that you do for them and how do you do it? It's so much bigger than just who your ideal client is. It's also what you do and how you do it. Because it doesn't make sense for me to work with someone who does not match up with my work style or who needs something that I can't offer because that's just something that I can't do. So you want to look at all 3 pieces. Who is your ideal client? What do you do and how do you do it so that you can create the lead generation and nurture process? Okay. Once you have the process, then you're going to create the systems. And a lot of people don't even realize is that your systems are there to help you with your processes. Systems come second. Okay. So what you want to do is you want to figure out what challenges are these clients facing? What is it that they want? What are their goals? What do they want to achieve in the next 12 to 18 months in their business? Where are they hanging out? What platforms are they on? Where networking events can you go to talk to them? What is that one problem that you can help them to solve very quickly that will then allow them to see the value that you bring and want to learn more about you? Okay? So when you take the time and you figure out what that one problem is and you address it, then normally people will have a quick win or they will start to see what you bring to the table. And then you're going to be able to attract high quality leads that are ready to engage. Okay. So your action step here for the first process is to define your ideal client profile, then align your marketing and outreach efforts to speak directly to their needs and pain points. That is the first step. That is the first process in your client journey. It's getting their attention. Okay. Once you've gotten their attention, they come to your event, they hop on a sales call, whatever it is, whatever method you use to convert, then the next process that you need to be concerned about is onboarding. Okay. Onboarding is simply setting the stage for a seamless client relationship. It is their first initial contact with you once they are your client. And this is going to determine how they feel about this entire. Do they have buyer's remorse? Do they feel like, oh my goodness, that was so easy, that was so smooth? Do they not even think about it because it was so easy and it was so smooth? Onboarding is basically how do you get everything in place so that you can work with the person, okay? So you want to make sure that they know your expectations, you know their expectations, you introduce your team if you have a team. You want to make sure that they know what's coming in each step of the process. A really big part of onboarding that people miss out on is they don't lay out what their journey is going to look like for their clients. When your client doesn't know what's supposed to happen next, it makes it very hard for them to be all in. So take the time during the onboarding. Don't just get their name, get their email. Make sure that you're taking the time to really get to know and build that relationship. Okay? Relationship is so important. We're not transaction based, we're relationship based. All right? So once you have a smooth onboarding process, that's going to eliminate confusion and set the tone for the relationship. So what are your action steps for onboarding, creating a seamless onboarding? You need to create a clear and welcoming onboarding packet. And this will include timelines, documents, and introductions to key members. You're going to lay out what's going to happen. Okay? The next process is going to be engaging with your client. This is ongoing from this point once they're onboarded through their offboarding. This is not just what you do for them, it's how you interact with them. This is where you personalize what it is that you do so that you could proactively support your clients. Okay? Client engagement is about nurturing. It's about building the relationship. It's about maintaining the relationship. So this isn't just responding to emails. It means that you actively have conversations. You actively check in with your clients. You see how they're doing. You find out, do they need personalized support? Yes, we all need to have these great service suites, but you also need to know when your clients need a little bit more and be willing to help them with those things along the way. And then it's also proactive problem solving. Things are going to come up. And you need to make sure that you are able to solve those problems when they come up. The more you engage with your clients, the more likely they are to stay loyal and refer you to others. Okay, so what are your actionable steps for client engagement? It's going to be to schedule monthly or quarterly check-ins with your clients, to keep them engaged and address any concerns early on. It's going to be talking to your team members who work with those clients, asking them to provide you reports on a regular basis so you know what's going on with each client so that you can meet their needs specifically. All right? So moving on. Process number 4, service fulfillment or delivery. Basically, you've said what you're going to do, so now it's important that you do it. Consistency is key to client satisfaction. Clients expect high quality service. The higher the ticket, the higher the quality. Okay? And you need to make sure you're delivering consistently. Don't be hit or miss. Don't be that dude that show up one day and he's great and wonderful with flowers and wants to take you out to dinner, and then he's quiet with a WYD text for the next 2 weeks, and then once again he does something flamboyant. Your clients would much rather have someone who is the same every day. Make sure that you're showing up the same way every day for every client. Every client. Don't play favorites. Make sure you're showing up the same way for every client. So you want to make sure this is where streamlining comes in. You want to make sure that you streamline your service fulfillment process, your delivery process, so that everybody is getting the same level of quality so that your productivity remains the same. It's level or it increases. There are no dips and decreases around here. This way, you're going to meet your client's expectations every single time. What does this include? It includes setting clear milestones, timelines, and then using tools to track your progress. This is having regular meetings with your client, no matter what it is that you do, whether it's a meeting, an email, a Voxer, something that lets them know that you are doing what you said you were going to do. I actually have a spreadsheet that I use with my Done For You clients, and it literally shows them, because it's a lot of you turn in something and then we create the copy and then we automate it. So it shows them the steps. You've turned it in. Now this is where we're at. Someone is working on the copy. Over here, someone's working on the automation. It also allows them to see that when they turn things in late, that moves the entire timeline of the project. I have found that that has brought so much peace, because it's no longer, well, why did that change? They understand that it comes down to both of us working together, the bag, me and my team, and them providing the information so that we can do the things that we do and make that to-do thing a done-for-you task. So that's just one example of how you could streamline your process and make sure that your clients are aware of what it is that you're going to be doing and when you're going to be doing and how delays come into play. Okay. So your actionable steps for clients fulfillment or delivery is implement a project management tool. Now, y'all know I have my favorites, and I tell you all the time, there is no such thing as a perfect system, a perfect tool. Find the one that works best for you. For me, that's Asana. I love Asana. One of my team members, one of my copy experts, she loves Trello. The good thing is sometimes the two integrate, but find what works for you. Okay. And then use that to track your task. Not only what you're doing for the client, but what are your team members doing? Okay. And then you also are going to be able to track when deadlines. Are you getting things done ahead of time? And are things at risk of being late? Okay. And then also your deliverables. What items do you know that you need to deliver to the client? With the perfect project management tool for you, you'll be able to track all of these things and ensure that nothing slips between the cracks. All right. So then what happens? Process number 5, offboarding. You want to make sure that you leave your clients with a positive final impression, because offboarding doesn't always have to be offboarding. Offboarding can be that client deciding that they want to stick around and they want the next thing that comes in what you offer so that they can continue to grow. Offboarding becomes testimonials. Offboarding becomes referrals. Offboarding becomes collaborations with others, because you guys are doing two things that complement. But you have to have made sure that you've done the first 4 processes to get to the 5th process, which is the offboarding and leaving those clients with a final positive impression, or as I like to say, singing their way out of your office. So don't overlook the importance of offboarding, because as I've stated, there's so many great things that can come out of it. Even when the client's project comes to an end, how you handle that can have a lasting impact on the perception of your brand. Y'all know I'm a PK, so I say you should never leave church before the benediction. The blessing is in the benediction. Make sure that you're offboarding, there's a blessing in it for your clients. Okay. If nothing else, it gives you an opportunity to tell them how they can reach out to you if they need more help. If nothing, it tells them how they can refer you to someone else. And if you don't have a great referral program in place, and referrals are a key way that you get business, this is the day that you need to reach out to me so we can get you a referral program in place. Because when you share that with clients and then they share that with others, that brings more clients through your door. It allows you to do more of what you love to do. Okay. A smooth offboarding process will ensure that your clients feel valued and appreciated. It's not a thank you, ma'am, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Okay. And it provides you an opportunity, most importantly, to ask for feedback. Why do you want to ask for feedback? Because 1, you want to know, where do you need to improve? Because we are all about enhancing this client's journey. That's going to be the main way that you're going to find out what do your clients have to say? 2, it's going to allow you to be able to figure out what the clients need next so that you can continue to evolve your offerings and services so that you can meet the needs of your clients and create repeat situations. So, what are your actionable steps here? You want to create an offboarding checklist that includes all of the final deliverables, feedback surveys, and follow up emails so that you can maintain that relationship. Now, if you're listening or watching today and you're wondering how this fits together, let me break it down for you. By redefining these key back end processes, you create a well oiled machine that allows you to focus on growth rather than on constantly putting out fires. This gives you, as the CEO, it gives you the time, space, and energy to go from chief everything officer to visionary CEO. And that's the way that you're going to scale your business, and sustain for the long run. So if you're thinking, okay, Yolanda, that all sounded great, but how do I implement these strategies into my business? Well, I'm here to help you. If you want to learn more about your own leadership style and how I can help you streamline your business operations, I've got just the thing for you. Take my What Type of CEO quiz, or What Type of CEO Are You quiz. I was shocked when I took the quiz because I just knew that I was visionary, but I'm a little more operations, which makes good sense. A little more operations focused than I should have been, but it allowed me to see that, and it allowed me to take some steps so that I could rectify it. This quiz is going to give you personalized insights on how your current leadership style is affecting your business operations and your growth potential. So, whether you're a chief everything officer still managing the day to day, or you're ready to step into your visionary CEO role, this quiz is going to help you pinpoint the areas where you can improve and scale. So, check the comments or check my bio and make sure that you click on the link and take the quiz today. And as always, if you're ready to dive deeper, I'd love to partner with you. Whether you need project management strategies, you need help refining your operations, or support with your people and data management, I'm here to guide you. So schedule a free consultation at callthebag.com, and let's talk about how we can create your customized strategic solution so that you can streamline your operations and reclaim your time so you can thrive in 2025. So that's it for today's session. I'm so glad you tuned in, and I apologize for not having my phone. But if you know me, you know 2025, it's implementation, it's moving forward, it's getting things done. So now I'm going to go and find my phone in the other part of my house, and I'm going to go back and read your comments and answer your questions and drop some things in the chat to help you out. But please feel free to stay connected, stay tuned in, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for being here. Bye.